Finally here. I absolutely love these Milwaukee fans, and they hook right on your factory cleats there in the little side thing. I don't even know if you can pick that style up anymore because the new style is different, but either way, this Yarbo has arrived and I'm excited to test it against the hyperdrive for mowing. A lot of packages, a lot of assembly. Guess it's party time. Look at this fancy thing. You think this gas or this blade will cut really good in my yard? It says it covers 6 acres. We're gonna do a test against the Hustler and this to see the difference. I mean, can this mower take on the 6 acres and you not have to buy that? If so, you get your time back. So we're gonna find out. Always wanted to have an autonomous mower that would, mow my yard, or at least part of it, and do a really good job, and it's striped just like a normal mower. So today we're going to look at the Yarbo versus a regular mower and kind of see the pros and cons of both, and kind of showcase each of them cutting and what I like about both and how one could benefit you, or maybe it won't. But at least in this video, you're going to find out. So today we're going to compare a Hustler 72-inch zero turn. This is roughly a $12,000 to $18,000 mower, depending on where you buy it in the country. And we're not so much focused on the mower, but everybody's gonna have a preference on mower. But if you have a really big property like I've got, and so I have this whole front, I have all the way around through this to my field, all the way around the back of my house, and then down the highway over here I keep maintained too, where I own on the other side of the tree line. And Yarbo sent us out this mower. Now, I have had a ton of autonomous mowers, some that I haven't even showcased on the channel yet, but never have I had a mower that is this big and this capable. This machine here is made to cover up to 6 acres. Now, will it do that? We're gonna find out. I'm not really sure yet, but I've been letting it maintain this yard, and it has cut this twice now, each direction. So it's going over it for its second time again, as in like it cut both ways, and this way it cut. But this machine here is a one-off unit. There's really nothing like it in the industry that I've had, and it runs actual mower blades. So that is something very interesting, because all of the other autonomous mowers run these little razor blades, and you can get razor blades for this one. So what I wanted to show you guys is I wanted to let this mower cut this property, and I was going to cut this and then let you look at both of them, kind of showcase my thoughts on it and let you guys see. Now, like I said, it wouldn't matter the mower if you had a 72-inch, Toro, or if you had a 72-inch Grasshopper, a Skag, anything. But one of the things I want you guys to see is this is for Hustler. So I have a Hustler hyperdrive, and on some of the lower units, we've got a company that sent us something out special. Now, it does not work on this mower. So what I'm going to do is give these away to people that are running a machine that it will fit. From my understanding, I know that it fits an X1 and probably some of the other machines. But what I want to show you guys is on a hyperdrive, a Super Z, and a X-Ride, all of your pulleys are one piece. See how this is a one piece, this is a one piece here, your idler pulleys, all of those are one piece units. Now on the cheaper mowers, they come with stamped steel 2-piece pulleys that are split in the middle, which puts stress on your belt. So what I'm about to show you guys is sent to us from a company, and I think you guys are going to want this. So if you have a machine, I'm going to link this in the bottom. So you're going to click more below the video. These are pulleys made specifically for your Hustler X1 and a few others. And I want to show you how nice made these are. These are from a company that makes these specifically for your machine as a one-piece upgrade. So if your machine has a pulley on it and it's a two-piece for your idler, every time your belt goes around that, it stresses it because there's a line here and it's not smooth. So they make idler pulleys for yours. They make actual spindle pulleys for yours. I'm going to show you all of these so you guys can see. So look at this. I've got a 3-piece kit. So look at these here. This company makes clutches and all kinds of stuff. And these are actually really cheap versus OEM. And they have bigger bearings in them for more load. And they're going to relieve your belts. They make there's another one right here. So like I said, so here's a kit. So like if you had an X1, this would cover your idler pulleys and your main, like the, all your idlers. So you can see these are one piece. Look at your deck and see if you have a one piece or a two piece. If you've got a two piece, then you're going to want to upgrade this to your deck. Just a lot better on your belt life and make it run smoother in there, not creating friction and heat. If you guys have an X1 and you figure out this fits your deck, comment below for a chance for me to send you one of these. I've got 3 of them, so I can send them to 3 different people. And in the next video, I'll tell who gets, one on the next mower video, and then we'll do it again and again. So you guys will get a free upgrade, and then you can decide if you like it or not, and you can just literally click the link below and order one. But I'll show you this again, how nice these are. Some of the advantages you're going to get to this is you can literally map your whole property, have it mow, and you never have to be there for it. And a lot of people, if you've used an autonomous mower, one of the really cool things about this mower in particular, and I've never seen this on another mower, if this has an issue, like let's say that this mower gets caught up or it gets trapped or something happens. Let's just say that's, part of it. It'll send you a notification. You can click on the app and it will let you drive it and move it out of the way. So you can be anywhere in the world and you can fix this machine and have it keep on mowing. You don't have to go get it, move it, have it do something else. All the other mowers that we've got, when they have an error, it stops and you have to physically go and fix the error yourself. But I just wanted you guys to look at this and see how nice this thing cuts. And like I said, it runs a regular mower blade and it looks just like turf, like you just took and mowed it with a regular mower. So you're not have to, you don't have to worry about if you take a vacation, you don't have to worry about anything. We're actually going to leave this for a week mowing by itself and see what happens, see what messes up. But I want to see the pattern and see the difference in this versus like a regular mower. Now, one of the things is obvious is a lot of people don't understand, but this mower is meant to mow every day. So a lot of people are thinking, oh, I'm going to get this mower and I'm going to mow for, in a day's time, it's going to mow 6 acres. Well, it's only rated at 1 to 2 acres per day, which is actually a lot for a little mower like that. But if you're thinking about it like that, this here takes me 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes to mow on a mower. Now, I enjoy that, and I'm not going to lie, I'm never going to give up this mower. I would always have a mower, but I have to physically be on here and I have to know what I'm doing to get stripes like this. This over here will stripe your yard with so many different patterns, and it will do it flawlessly. Like it's GPS from the sky. So you don't have to sit there and know what you're doing. You can let this thing mow, and you're gonna come home and have a checkered yard, a diamond pattern yard, spiral yard. It has so many different patterns that it can do. So you can make your yard look really cool without having to be there. And it has a decent enough width to it that it looks great. So it's not, a lot of the autonomous mowers just have a real narrow line. This has, a decent swatch pattern through it. And I really like that. Now this is 72 inch, but like I said, when we're mowing with this, we've got to have someone sitting there physically with us. And if you don't know what you're doing, you know how many people I get on the channel and they're like, oh, how are you striping like that? How are you doing that? And I've got a video on that, a short telling how I do it. But you can't just put someone on a mower and them come with a pack, get a pattern like this. It's not as easy as people think. Once you learn it, it's really easy. But to get the hang of it takes a minute. Well, this here, you just click a button and it does it. Now, I will say this is a super heavy machine, and it takes about 3 to 4 hours to set up. But once you get it set up and you get all the perimeters set and your no-go zones, you just let it do its thing. It goes back, recharges, takes off again. And we haven't had it long enough to physically review it. I'm going to do a full review on this. But my thing is, how cool is it to just have a mower that can lay down an actual really nice pattern, and it just does it by itself? Like in the last video, you can see all the way around this. So you can use this mower to go around your perimeter. If you wanted it to literally drive around your house at night and check the perimeter all night long and notify you of things, it can do that as well. So there's a lot of things that you can use this for. It has a tow hitch that goes on the back, and it will haul, trailers and things of that nature. So it's a really neat deal. To just set it and forget it type deal. Now, I don't think that it's going to physically replace this mower. Hey, what are you doing? Getting him out? But I think for a lot of people, it would be a great thing to have and not have to be there to physically mow. So, like I said, and you can mow really thick grass with this because it has actually normal. I'm not gonna lie, there still is something special about getting on a mower that you love and mowing your yard. So I'm not trying to take away from that. But like I said, this here is something that will stripe your yard and make it look beautiful, and you don't have to be there with it. So something to think about. So this is after one double cut, going this way and then this way where it consecutively cut. And as you can see, it's a decent cut. I mean, the yard was super thick, and my yard is really hard to cut. I for sure like the 0 overpass setting. You can see this way I did 0 overpass. This way I did a 2-inch overlap, and it didn't stripe near as good. And so I'm gonna run it over it again and see how it looks. But those stripes are pretty phenomenal, how straight they are. And I mean, I didn't have to do nothing. It just did it for me. But I'll get you down close so you can see the cut. You can kind of see through there. It's just not clipped as clean as a regular mower. Now I'm going to run it over it again and see what it does for the second pass on the cut, because the blades, they're regular blades, but like I said, I want to see how it looks on a double, or I guess a double cut each direction. I also wanted to tell you guys that's been watching the channel, I swapped back to my normal blades that come on this from the factory and took the Ballard high rise off, and I've had 0 issues with that belt. So I'm guessing that you would have to really baby this deck to not slip the belt with those high rise. If you've got a 72-inch mower and you're running the Ballard high rise, I would love to know, are you having to throttle it up easy? And maybe the clutch is slipping on here. I'm not sure, but I haven't noticed. I swapped these back and I mowed with it one time after, and I'm gonna mow right here in a minute, but I swapped them back and have, you know, literally all that went away. The only thing now is the sliders on here that are rubbing. So I've got to take that to the dealer, but I also want to ask them, you know, have they had any 72-inch mowers that people put high rise, like real high rise on, and had it slip the belt?